Welcome to Spiritual Rebirth Tarot. I'm Madelyn. So good to see you. Welcome Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra to the air sign video. And it's so nice to have you the first week of November. So let's take a look at this new tarot deck that I was able to receive. I ordered it a little while ago. She was making it, Guardian of the Night, and it's Cullinane. Sorry if I butchered your name. So anyway, she made this beautiful deck that has a lot of animals, and of course I love animals. I love my animal spirits. And for this, I would like to pull two cards, one for your path and one for the obstacle that you'll face this week. Okay, so we'll start with your path and the obstacles that you're facing this week. All right, let's take a look. So first of all, let's start by asking for divine guidance and protection around us. Okay, so Reiki energy into the deck. Okay, air signs. All right, so the path, the Queen of Swords, and, oh, neat, Knight of Pentacles for the obstacle. Okay, so the energy of the path for you and the energy of the obstacle that you'll be facing. So as you can see here, the path has the Queen of Swords. She is this beautiful white owl flying through the night sky. You notice how she places a crown up there for the kings and queens, and then she has the beautiful moon behind and the trees. So the owl is definitely flying up above everything. And she kind of has a really good view or perspective on what's going on. And so this week, the path that you'll be taking, you will be able to see a lot of things more clearly than you have before. And there are things that maybe have been hidden in the night. Now, we'll definitely still have the energies of the full moon in Taurus. This is going to be on the 31st. And so the energies of the full moon air signs that will be coming in, and of course, you know, this is your card, the Swords, Queen of Swords card. The energies of the full moon coming in and joining us with this time. Definitely is a good time to have grounding and also to watch your money. So don't make any really major big purchases right now. We need to be a little bit careful of our money during the time of the full moon being in Taurus. It's also right after the full moon happened to be at Halloween and on a Saturday and a blue moon, so it was the second full moon of the month. It's not one of the super moons, but it certainly has a lot of super properties and energies. And so for those of you watching this before next week, on the 31st, we will be having a live on Facebook, and it will be for the 31st, the live for the full moon celebration at 8:11 Central Mountain Time. And so that'll be a really great celebration. We'll especially be looking at, since the veil is so thin, during this time between our world and the fourth dimension, where the other people that have passed have moved on. And so if there's anyone that you are especially wanting to connect with, this is a really great time to connect with those that you love. Okay, so during this week, you will have an opportunity to really see things more clearly and to know more clearly what's going on, to feel the energies of the moon still around you, and kind of have that uplifted, flying in the sky kind of feel. Okay. And then the interesting the obstacle is you could spend the wrong money or spend it in the wrong way, or watch your money carefully. So the Knight of Pentacles is certainly about money with the Pentacles. And I love this energy of the donkey is coming here, and he's kind of like smelling the pentacle, and he's like, what is that? And donkeys definitely won't walk any faster than they want to. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow, methodical type of energy that comes to us. But the nice thing is it's really well patterned. It's kind of like that energy of the moon in Taurus. It has a very strong, earthy, grounded, moving slowly into the right things type energy. And the donkey has really been around a long time as a helper of men. And so some of the obstacles this week may be that you don't feel like you're getting the help that you need. And a lot of times when we feel like we're not getting the help we need, we either aren't looking to the people that we do have around us and thinking we should have something else, or that we're supposed to find some way to help ourselves. And I know that a couple of weeks ago especially, I was feeling really strongly that way, and it really was a combination of a lot of people around me just came in and supported me, and also there were things I learned, how to take better care of myself. So there's usually a combination with that. Okay, so let's pull some tarot cards. Let me pull this out of the way to kind of explain these cards. Let's see if I can put them into this picture a little better. Okay, so why is the Queen of Swords here in the path for this week, air signs? Okay, Tower, Page of Wands, and Two of Cups. Okay, and let's pull some tarot cards for the Knight of Pentacles, the obstacles we may be facing. Justice, Hanged Man, and Page of Swords. So we have two pages, Page of Wands and Page of Swords. Underneath we have the energy of the Queen of Wands. So, for kind of the overall energy of the path, that's kind of, it has that feminine quality, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. And especially I'm noticing her friend there, the cat. And the cat really brings on that sense of independence and holding itself, aloof into itself and its own strength. And so this week, it may be that you'll see things more clearly, but you'll also see more things that you yourself will have the strength as the Queen of Pentacles to take care of it and move forward in your life. And so the Tower, during this week, some of these truths that you come to may bring a tower type to you, a tearing down of some of the things that you've been looking at, and looking at them in a new light. And as you do that, you will be presented with new opportunities and new growth and new development. And it's really cool how you have the Page of Wands and then the Queen of Wands. So during this week, you'll have a progression from kind of a younger understanding of your passions and your desires to a more mature perspective on those things. And as you do that, you will really seek a lot more connection than usual, and really receive that type of connection. And here especially, I'm noticing the two serpents surrounding the I don't know if it's a sword or some kind of stand or something, but those two serpents, which is kind of like a medical type sign. So it could be that you will have, for some of you, it may resonate that you'll have a medical connection. So it would be very interesting if during this week, air signs, you are brought into connection with someone who really help you on the physical, medical, like healing your body type realm. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd like to know what's going on. And also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get more of the videos for the air signs every week. And so with the, for some reason, it's just really pulling out this concept, it's like a medical comrade, and there's like these two elixirs that you can take from medicine. And it's kind of like you'll be making a decision of what you're going to eat, or what you're going to drink, or which types of medicine you're going to use. If you're going to go more metaphysical or more traditional. And both methods can be very beneficial. I know that in my experience, the more I've worked with theta energy healing, the results are truly amazing. But part of the secret is the beliefs of the practitioner and the person being treated. And so my aunt has had wonderful results. I looked at her arthritic hands that are all, twisted up, and I was like, there's no way that will do anything but get worse over time. And so we, worked on her beliefs with the theta healing, and, spoke to the creator of all that is, and, asked for these changes to occur. And in the last 2 or 3 weeks, her hands some of the spurs are going away. Her hands are beginning to straighten. And one of the things I told her is every time, she looks at her hands to think about what she would like them to be doing. She loves to groom dogs. And so, to think about them grooming dogs. But then also she thinks, I love my hands, as part of this growing process. And it's not like instantaneously your hands are straight, but it's that as you learn the beliefs and you bring that into yourself, the changes are happening. It is possible. And there also are times when, that hypertension pill makes all the difference, or getting the CPAP machine, finally sleep, or, all of those things can happen to really help you. And so I feel like a lot of you are going to be coming in contact with someone this week, maybe a Leo, maybe an angel, because, there's both the angel wings and the lion on here. And this person coming to you will really help you to have a new perspective on your health. But in that process, you'll have to be breaking down some of the belief systems that you've had and come up with some new ideas and some new directions with that. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, for some reason my eyes are just really, I put on too much mascara or something. Okay, so then the second part, the Knight of Pentacles. So coming in this kind of like, you know, you think of a donkey and you think of stubborn, like maybe in order to, overcome some of the obstacles that you'll face this week, you'll need a little stubbornness. And so some of the obstacles will have to do with balancing, also I think that this guy, he's like balancing on his head, right? The Hangman. So, and there's the owl here. So the owl is being repeated. So that's really cool. The owl is being repeated. The owl's bringing, wisdom and understanding, new perception. Also, an owl has this philosophy, and quite a few of the birds of prey, they'll hover, or they'll sit on a limb. They'll do something where they're just watching and watching, and then all of a sudden they see that mouse and they pounce. So it could be that some of the frustrations of the week will be that you feel like you're sitting too long on the limb. But trust that your intuition will tell you when to jump, when to leap, when to go after the thing that you need to go after. And that there'll be a time of waiting, a time of like hanging there and holding on to that. And then you will move into this Page of Swords, moving swiftly forward. She's looking back to make sure that, things are okay. And it's kind of funny. All of a sudden, I thought of that story of Lot's wife that turned into a pillar of salt in the Bible. And they were leaving this town that was going to be destroyed. And as they're leaving, they were told, don't look back. Don't even think, oh, did I leave something I should have taken? Just don't even look back. And she looked back, and when she did, she turned into a pillar of salt. And so I think that, whether that happened or not in that way, I think what it's trying to tell us is, this same kind of thing. You're sitting here and you're following your intuition. At the moment you're supposed to pounce, don't hesitate. So don't hesitate at that moment. So you're going to be here waiting, and then at the right moment, don't hesitate. And it may have something to do with this medical aspect, that at the right moment, grab at whatever it takes to get that opportunity that's being offered to you. And so certainly, in the process of this, if you have something that you would like to know about your own life, like something is happening in your own life and you want to have help and direction. So a lot of times a private reading with tarot, what it will do is I can have you use your intuition to help you find the answers in the cards and the answers that the angels are trying to give us. And it's your intuition that's coming into play and being of help. So, it's not even, the resonating is kind of like, is it helping? Is it being of help to you? Is this the message that you need to hear? And if the message isn't what you need to hear, air signs, you might look at some of your other signs, like your moon or ascending, and things like that. Like my ascending is Scorpio, and so sometimes I'll watch some of the water signs to get, a different perspective. Okay, so let's take a look. I think this is pretty straightforward. I would like to end with a little message, a message from the universe for us. And this message comes from the Abraham Hicks deck, the Wellness deck, And it says, by visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. So sometimes, it goes right along with it, because it's like, you know, you might feel like you're sitting and then all of a sudden the action is inspired. At that point, you don't want to hesitate and you just go for it. And so this could be saying that, you know, stubbornness could get in your way this week. So by visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. As you desire to feel good, it leads you to thoughts that feel good. The perfect action will be inspired from that alignment. And that inspired action is always joyful. That's really good. I love it. Okay, so what I would like to do is, in the extended, I'm going to pull a Wild Unknown archetype card for each of these signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And we'll pull a card for each of your signs, and we'll do some tarot cards for more explanation on those. And so if you come over to the extended, that's great. And if not, I will see you next week with the next air sign reading. The link is below.